your favorite ASMRtists can be a little nerdy sometimes, and I'm gonna prove it with this collaboration. I'm saying this as a compliment because I'm a huge nerd myself. I reached out to some of the best ASMRtists in the world, and I asked them to share their nerdy collections so that you could get a glimpse behind the scenes at the things your favorite ASMR creators love. Action figures, Pokémon, music collections, clothes, fashion, all kinds of collections. This is one of those ASMR videos where you can fall asleep while watching it and then the next night pick up where you left off. Subscribe to all these creators to show them support and put in the comments which creator's collection you liked the best. Enjoy the video and let's get started. Hey everybody. It's DidoASMR, and I collect so many things from bottle caps to coins and Pokemon cards, but of course, the main thing I'm known for collecting in the ASMR space is playing cards. Think of a card, think of a card, think of a card, think of a card. Are you thinking of the Seven of Hearts? I thought tonight I would show you some of my favorite decks of cards that I've collected over the years, and of course I want to say a massive thanks to Rynsey for having me a part of this awesome collab video. Now of course you have the classic standard bicycle playing cards that you've probably seen all over TV, movies and films. But here are just a few of my personal favorites. These are called the Mint 2nd Edition playing cards. I love the back design of these cards and the front design as well, but my favorite thing is they are actually marked so you can tell what a card is just by looking at the back of it. It's got a very premium tuck case as well that looks really nice on the inside. Of course, we have the exclusive white noise playing cards as designed by JojosASMR and his team. This is the Joker, as he likes to call it. Some of my other favorite bicycle cards would be the Bicycle Odyssey playing cards, of course. We have the Odyssey movie coming out in 2026, so excited for that to come out. This is the Bicycle Prismatic deck. It looks so cool, and just watch as the 6 of clubs changes into the 6 of hearts right in front of your eyes. Such a beautiful deck. My favorite deck of all time is the Bicycle Scorpion playing cards, and I'm too hesitant to open these because they're so rare, so I'm gonna keep them sealed for the moment. Some other ones I like the Cherry Casino playing cards. These ones just feel amazing. We have these Marbles playing cards, which just look so unique and have rising cards. What the heck, how are you doing that? But my favorite purple colored cards are the Purple Monarchs. I mean, just look at the detail on that back design, so pretty. And last but not least, we have these Orbit playing cards. These are so cool because the Jokers are actually little aliens. Take a look at that. That's so funny. Thanks again to Rynsey for having me a part of this video. I love doing card magic, solitaire, card games, blackjack with all of these decks on my channel. So yeah, without further ado, after my show and tell, let's see what the next person has.
ASMR on YouTube anyways. I love Pokemon. Here is my little tin, my little lunchbox. Let's start with these. This pack one is from 1996. Let me pull these out. And if you guys are Pokemon fellow nerds, then you would recognize this ancient Mew from the movie release, but super pretty. This is like honestly my favorite card. And this one right here, 1996, Japanese, hollow. You can see the shine on that, super pretty. Okay. I do like collecting packs as well. I'm trying to get one of every pack. Before you even ask, it's very hard to not open them. Very difficult. Okay, so we've got this one. Let's just go through the packs. Let's go through the packs we have. I have this Japanese one. Is this Japanese? It might be Korean. And then we've got Obsidian Flames, Brilliant Stars, one of my favorite sets for sure. Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go. Hidden Fates. I think this is the most expensive pack I have. I've wanted to open this puppy for a long time. I cannot do it. It's one of those like TikToks. Should I open it or should I keep it sealed? That's how I feel about this one. I'm gonna keep it sealed, but Hidden Fates, and then we have a Fusion Strike. Fusion Strike. Okay, I'm gonna show you the slab now before I head out. This is my favorite graded card. It is a Rainbow Charizard. A lot of people actually hate, or not hate, they don't like, they're not big fans of the rainbow cards. I love them. I love the rainbow cards. So I got a Gem Mint 10 of a Rainbow Charizard. So cool. I don't think I'll ever give this card away. I'll just keep it for the rest of my life. I love this card. So yeah, when you see me opening Pokemon packs in the live streams or my videos, don't be surprised because it's my favorite thing. It's my absolute favorite thing. Thank you so much to Rynsey for letting me come on here and yap about Pokemon to you guys. Make sure to leave a big like on this video for Rynsey. Show him some love and support. Thank you so much for watching my part of the video. Goodbye. Hello. It's ASMRJADE here. Thank you so much for having me for my collection. I collect press-on nails. I love different press-on nails. I think they are an art form. So just shown you, they are literally just stick-ons. I just love them a lot. Anyway, thank you so much for having me.
What's up, Rynsey and ASMR friends? How are you guys doing? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Thank you so much, Rynsey, for inviting me to this collab. Alright, so unique collections, nerdy stuff. My very first item that I'm showing is my Drew Brees Funko Pop. This is obviously my most favorite Funko Pop because Drew Brees is my favorite NFL player of all time. Biggest role model, bro. I look up to Drew Brees so much. My latest brand new Funko Pop that I just got literally like 2 or 3 days ago is my favorite character from One Piece, Usopp, Captain Usopp. I think Usopp is so funny. As you guys saw from the Drew Brees thing, I'm a huge Saints fan. Washington Post, all the Washington Post articles of the New Orleans Saints, anything has to do with New Orleans Saints, it's in here, which is so cool. WGF, Dub Girlfriend. But yeah, how cool is that from from a long time ago, all the way up until, Drew Brees era, and up until I think he retired or something like that. So yeah, really cool stuff. I haven't really taken a good look into the book. I just love things like this, honestly. I think a really cool thing that I've really gotten into somewhat recently is watches. So I have more watches in my collection, but I'll show you guys 4 random watches that I think are really cool for this situation. Starting with my favorite watch I like to wear the most is my Hamilton. This is the Hamilton Murph with a stainless steel bracelet. It's automatic. It's a 38 millimeter. Obviously automatic, so this rotor right here powers it, but really cool stuff. And you can even wind it too. Do you guys hear that? That's me winding the watch, so that's why it stays powered just from winding. And that's my go-to watch. That's technically my most expensive watch, and my go-to watch is the Hamilton Murph. Okay, next up is another watch that I obviously own. It's the Casio Edifice. This watch is so cool because it kind of has that white fiberglass glossy look. It kind of looks like a little bit like a Grand Seiko feel. I mean, your boy's not gonna buy Grand Seiko out here, but yeah, it's really, really cool, affordable watch. If you guys want to look this up, it's Casio Edifice automatic version. This one is just so cool. I had to get it, bro. Such a good fidget too. But this is a Seiko mod. I think it's 38 millimeter if I'm not mistaken, and it has like a rainbow speedometer feel, and it has the the date stuff, the calendar date, and not only that, but also the day of the week as well. So this one's really cool. My most oldest watch I own. Guys, this is a Bulova. That's all I can tell you. A square watch Bulova. And it is from... I want to be very careful because it is from 1929, I'm pretty sure. 1929, yes. I got it off eBay because I wanted a really old vintage style watch. With a leather strap. Crazy about this. Some of y'all might think this is haunted. I don't really care that much. Initials to initials, and then it's December 2029, which is like crazy, bro. So yeah. Anyways, thanks so much, Rynsey, for having me a part of this collab. Have a good one. Hey guys, it's me again, and I got a really nerdy sponsor for today's video. Pookiemoot are very derpy Pokemon with really funny names. We're gonna open up a Gen 1 pack here today, but there is a Gen 2 pack as well. There's 10 cards per pack, and there's 3 chase cards per series. Let's get this one open. I have yet to get a chase card. Hopefully today's the day. I've never filmed a pack opening like this before, so if the quality sucks, I'm sorry. Let's get started. Starting off strong, we got a Charmander. Look at that derpy Charmander. Charmander. a sus name. Look how happy he looks though. Oh my goodness. Caterpillar. He's kind of cute. Oh my god, not squishy. Look at that dude. That guy looks crazy, and you can pick up your packs on Pookiemoot.com. I put the link in the description and a pinned comment. Look at that guy. Pterodactyl. That beak is huge. I kind of like this one. This is a cool pack right here. A bra. Horsey. That guy looks pretty goofy. Dugoon. Look at that belly button. Look at that derpy little face. Dugoon. Shiba makes that face all the time. Magic fish. That is one big goofy looking fish. Magic fish. Sandy slash. Let's open the Gen 2 back. Gen 2 art on the back of the card. Let's flip it over. We got a Doom Hound. Chinny chin. That is a big old chin on that guy. Chinny chin. Tugopi. Snubby. Oh, he is adorable. Snubby. Tutu or Toto. Lugia. Look at that guy. He got a big old belly on him. Tyrathalard. Am I saying that right? Tyrathalard. Mom, get on top. Oh my goodness. Yo, this Pookiemoot is called Yo Mama. King of slows. Oh my god, guys. Pookiemoot.com. These cards are so much fun. Dude, I love it. But let's get back to these ASMRtists' crazy nerdy collections. Thank you so much for watching. How are you? Hope I got you doing exceptionally well, and thank you, Rynsey, for having me on your awesome channel and for letting me say hi to your great community. So, Rynsey asked for me to show off, I guess something that's nerdy I'm into, and believe it or not, fun fact, if you didn't know, I am a huge Yu-Gi-Oh fanatic. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I've been collecting Yu-Gi-Oh cards for as long as I can remember, and I built up quite the collection. Let's just say over the past really 10 years is when I started seriously collecting Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So I thought today I could just for a quick moment show off some of my rarest, most expensive Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And yeah, so enjoy. The first thing that we have is my most expensive Yu-Gi-Oh card, my rarest one by far. This is a Yu-Gi-Oh Championship Series first place prize card. This is Minerva the Exalted Lightsworn. And it's actually the only graded card that I own. It has a BGS 9.5, which is, I guess, different from PSA, which is a very popular grading company. BGS is known to be much more strict. So instead of PSA where you just have one score, this actually splits it down 4 different categories. So it's very hard to get a BGS 10. But regardless, this card you had to essentially, in the year 2014 or 15, if you won one of these big Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship Series tournaments across the world, then you would, first place would get this card. Second and third place would get the same card, but without the, I guess, foiled text here. It would just be, I guess, a normal text. So this is an ultra rare prize card. I believe this card is somewhere worth anywhere from $30,000 to $40,000. Don't ask me why I bought this. Completely stupid. I mean, I'm not into buying fancy clothes, cars. I'm not into watches. I'm not into houses and stuff like that. But Yu-Gi-Oh cards, that's where it's at. So, anyways. And then some cards you may actually recognize are in my binder here. So, here we go. This is where the goods are at. I don't know if the camera will pick original 5 pieces of Exodia. So you have the head, the arms, and then I just remember Exodia from the show when I was a kid. And then down here, we have a Blue Eyes White Dragon. We have a Dark Magician and a Red Eyes Black Dragon. And so all of these cards are in first edition from the original first ever Yu-Gi-Oh set ever released over 25 years ago from Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon, which was the first Yu-Gi-Oh set to ever come out. Think of it like base set in Pokemon, but for Yu-Gi-Oh. So first edition Exodia pieces and the iconic trio. Yeah, even if someday I get out of the hobby, I'll always keep those cards. So that's some of my most valuable, my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Hello everybody, my name is Parallax, and today I'm going to be showing you lots of my coffee stuff. Not all of my coffee stuff, but lots of it. First, let's start by pouring a cup of coffee. I drink iced coffee. This is from an electric coffee maker. A friend gave this to me, so I usually make Japanese iced coffee in this, which is delicious. I used to drink French press coffee. This is a manual brewing method that's unfiltered. If I don't use my electric coffee maker, most mornings I use this. This is a pour-over cone. This is a Chemex. It's very similar to a pour-over cone. In fact, it is a pour-over cone, but it makes a much bigger batch and it uses a much thicker filter, so you get more of those oils out, resulting in a very clean, crisp cup. This is a cold brew carafe. There's a thing that goes in the top, and it holds your coffee in there, and then you steep it in cold water overnight. I also have this travel espresso maker. I have a lot of coffee stuff. Well, my wife and I, we go backpacking, so we take this with us, and we make fresh coffee in the morning, which is really nice. Upstairs, I have an electro espresso machine and a mocha pot, which is like a stovetop espresso maker. Not huge fans of those, because I prefer to be hands-on when I'm making my coffee. And so I have this manual espresso maker. Comes in this fancy traveling case. I also have a coffee roaster, so I can roast my own coffee at home, which is a ton of fun. The machine itself is too big and clunky to get on camera, but this is the drum. You put the coffee in here, and it spins it around while it applies heat from the outside. And in case you're curious, these are unroasted coffee beans. I also have lots of little peripheral stuff like this espresso cup and this wooden coffee scoop, which is unnecessary but really nice. And this tiny straw cleaner for cleaning those glass straws you saw before, and also probably thousands of paper filters. If you're storing your coffee in a paper bag, that's totally fine, but you can improve your coffee with something like this, which is a vacuum sealed container. You press this button to release the vacuum. This is a manual grinder. As I said, I like to make coffee with my hands. It's kind of a tactile experience for me. You can probably tell that I'm a total coffee nerd, and so the final thing that I think is super important is a notebook to take notes about your coffee. This book is filled with all of my coffee experiments. Every time I made a batch of coffee, I would take notes, what I liked, what I didn't like, and then iterate on that recipe. Thanks so much for joining me on this coffee journey, and thanks so much to Rynsey for including me in this video. I hope you enjoyed.
My name is JadyLady, and this is my Naruto collection. Thank you so much for having me. So gross, so gross, so gross, so gross. Who is this? Can you tell me? Who is this? What color is this? Very good, very good. This is my little Naruto and
Dude, Rynsey, thank you so much for having me on this video. It's me, Nameless ASMR, and today I'm going to show you guys a little bit of my Harry Potter collection. Obviously, there's a lot here, so I'm gonna have to make it quick. First is actually the very most recent thing I got for my shelf. This is a Ministry of Magic statue that I got from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in Florida at the brand new park in Epic Universe. It looks great. It's such a cool piece. Really expensive, but so worth it. And it looks really great on my shelf. Next is the Triwizard Cup that I got from actually my favorite Harry Potter YouTuber, The Potter Collector. It actually lights up, yeah, like that. Pretty cool. It's a, like a prop replica from the movie Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. It's so cool. Ooh. How about Tom Riddle's diary? If you guys have seen Chamber of Secrets, you know exactly what this is. It's the diary Horcrux. The basilisk fang comes out and you can just put it right back in. I just really love this thing. Another really cool newer replica that I bought from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter is this shell that I got. If you guys have seen Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Dumbledore has to drink a potion out of this to reveal the locket, and so hands down like a top 5 part of my collection now. I kind of want to show this off. I've seen the play for Harry Potter, The Cursed Child. I've seen it several times. This time my cousin actually went and saw it in New York on Broadway and got all of the actors to sign it, and the actors, actresses, all that stuff to sign it. Even inside the book there's more, so I got it framed. This is probably my actual absolute favorite part of my Harry Potter collection, and having it framed is so cool. How about a bonus one? This is technically a trigger on the channel. It's Veritasirum, the potion. I created this in high school using obviously a mason jar, but it just sounds so good now, so it's cool that it's kind of multi-purpose. I created the labels and everything, put them on here, and inside is just water and food coloring. So yeah, that's just a little bit of my awesome collection. Dude, Rynsey, thank you so much for allowing me to show off some of the things that I really, really enjoy, and I cannot wait to see who else is in this video. Bye-bye.
I heard you want to find out some things about me. I think you're gonna learn right now. They're all watching it. This one is amazing. I've never seen. I got this as a gift. I can't make his voice for anything. He know how to jig-jag, and he know how to do that Michael Jackson. There's not one, but 2. And this one, you know what? I got some popcorn upstairs. I prepared for this one. And there's this one. That's the wrong show. That's the wrong show. This one. Okay. It's a magnet. Hello? Exactly. myself.
Hello and welcome to my part of this video. First of all, thank you so much, Rynsey ASMR, for this amazing opportunity. So, for my cool collection thingy, what I have with me is something that I used to collect a pretty long time ago, and some of you may know. So, I have some Skylanders with me, Skylanders. So, I'm gonna go through the first 4 games because those are the ones which I've played. First up, we have Spyro over here. So this is from Skylanders Spyro's Adventure, which is my personal favorite game. And this is our main boy right here, Spyro, of course. And then we have this guy, Water Element. This guy was cool because he could go surfboarding in the game on water and stuff, which most characters couldn't actually go on. So that was pretty neat. Next up, we have Skylander Giants, which is my second favorite. So we have this whale guy over here. I don't know the name of any of these guys. So this guy was pretty strong from what I remember. He's a big water element. And then we have my personal favorite giant. Pretty sure his name was Hothead. So the reason why I like this guy is because of one of his abilities, he does like some giant Goku energy ball sun thingy, and he just slams it. And somehow he could turn himself into like a motorcycle. So I remember back in the day, I really enjoyed this character. I even slept with him at one point in my bed. Okay, for our third game, we have Skylander Swap Force. So this is going in pretty well order because this is actually my third favorite game, Swap Force, which came out in 2013. So I don't know the name of this guy, but he was very cool. And for those who don't know, the reason why it's called Swap Force is because you could swap out certain characters and put them in the video game like so. So this guy was like a spy robot gadget kind of guy, like Inspector Gadget. Pretty cool. And then we have my favorite swappable guy. I'm pretty sure his name was Firecracker. And this is like a special edition one. His real color is not green like this. This is the Jade edition. The Jade edition. And finally, we have Skylander Trap Team. So this is the only Trap Team character I have. And by that I mean this special weapon. He's carrying. Because it's like shiny and stuff. He has a very cool design though. And he is a water element, and I'm pretty sure this guy's name is Trapper or something. And with that, we have reached the end of my part. Thank you, Rynsey ASMR, so much for this collaboration invite. I actually have like 30 more or 50 Skylanders in the bag, which will take an insane amount of time. But these are the ones that I think stick out to me a lot. With that, peace. Hello, and welcome to Pickled ASMR's office. Shout out to Rynsey for inviting me to be a part of this like nerd out collaboration. I love it. I am super stoked. Thank you, Rynsey. So yeah, this is my office. This is where I keep all of my things that I collect, and so I'm gonna take you on a little tour around the room just to kind of show you what I'm into. It's pretty eclectic, but it's kind of fun. So let's check it out. All right, y'all. So I'm just gonna do some hand sounds while we're kind of walking through this, but I collect a whole lot of everything. I've got the Dragon Ball Z. We've got some Sketch Edition DC characters with Alien and Predator characters in front of there. I don't really know why those are together. That's just kind of where they're at. But
micromice from Mars, some robots. We've got, of course, we've got some Stranger Things going on down there. I am kind of a big deal. No, not really, but it's fine. Just some random things I picked up from Walmart. Barnyard Commandos. Got the Red Bull, giant Red Bull cooler. This is kind of my like cartoony shelf, and so yeah, we've got some Mario characters. I've got an MJ sitting next to Napoleon Dynamite. We've got some Pokemon. Shout out if you ever watched the show The Last Ronin. So good. Or no, not Last Ronin. Ronin Warriors. There it is. The Ronin Warriors. Kind of fun. I've got some Funko Pops. Got the Bahamas Goombay Punch, if you've ever had that. It is incredible. Got Master Chief down there. Up here, we've got some Anchorman. We've got Street Sharks. Bunch of random stuff up there. Sabretooth, Thundercats, Gargoyles, Gumby, He-Man. But then this wall is kind of the big one here. We've got some Lego sets that I have made, and so those are kind of fun. Somebody just came into the building. I've got Fantastic Four. We've got Street Fighter. Some of the Jada characters from Street Fighter. We've got a whole bunch of Spider-Man, Marvel Legends, moving into X-Men, Chainsaw Man. And over here is kind of my Office collection. The Office is my favorite TV show. Up here, we've got some DC characters into Ninja Turtles, and then just some randoms. Bruce Lee, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Rocky Balboa. We've got Mike Tyson. We've got Muhammad Ali above the Turtles. The next shelf is Thundercats, G.I. Joe. We've got a whole bunch of Lord of the Rings up there. And then the top shelf, I can't get up as high, but the top shelf is like my horror movie collection. We've got Mortal Kombat up there. Move into Spawn, and then Princess Bride and Ghostbusters. And so it's a pretty eclectic collection here, as you can see, and I love every bit of it. And that's my buddy. That's my buddy Phoenix ASMR. That's my tour. That is my, I don't know, nerdiness. I'm just collecting all the things that I gave away as a junior hire when I decided I was too cool to have toys and collect stuff. And now I'm spending way too much money rebuying all of it. Thanks again, Rynsey, for inviting me to be a part of this. I am super stoked to get to see what everybody else has in their collections. Hey, I love you guys. Peace.
Hi guys, my name is ASMRXanicx, and just like Rynsey, I'm a big fan of heavy metal, so today I'm going to be showing off my battle jacket patches. So, I have two battle jackets. This is the first one. So of course, for the back patch, we've got to have the Gateway album. For most people, it's Master of Puppets. And then we got Hailstorm up here, if you don't know Hailstorm. Super goofy band. And then, yeah, we've got Metallica, Megadeth, of course, Rust in Peace, Anthrax, Motorhead, got some System of a Down, Ogun, really good Scouse thrash metal band, I would recommend. And one of my personal favourite albums right here, Killing Is My Business by Megadeth. Amazing album, right at the front. This one's a bit of a controversial one, not everyone likes them, but Limp Bizkit, Let There Be Rock by AC/DC. Gotta love that. Who doesn't love that album? Got a bit of Green Day here. I have this Green Day one, but I don't really like it. I don't really know why I bought it, to be honest. As you can see around the neck, I have Creator, Pantera, one of my favourite bands. I love Pantera. I'm a big fan of beer, so, you know, of course I like Tankard. Very underrated band called Violence, an album called Eternal Nightmare. I would recommend if you haven't listened to it. And then we got Master of Puppets again as a small album. It holds a very special place in my heart, Master of Puppets. Just such a good album. And then we've got the original Kill 'Em All, just here. I think I've got one more on this. Oh yeah, I've got Anthrax again. I'm the Law. I mean, Anthrax is so fun, so I've got a couple Anthrax patches. But yeah, thank you Rynsey for inviting me onto the channel, guys. Make sure to subscribe to Rynsey. I've been ASMRJADE, and enjoy the rest of the video.
Hello, my name is Preston. I'm going to show you 3 different collections of mine in like 2 to 3 minutes, so let's hurry. I'm a big fan of Pokemon, but something you may not know of is Bakugan. The Bakugan has these little creatures that you roll onto the card, which is metal, and they're magnets. Just like that. I think they make pretty good sounds. I have 3 different Bakugans I'm going to put on the card so you can see what they look like. Starting off with the triangle one. And just like that, the little genie looking guy pops out. Got it. This one is my favorite. One of the most famous ones is this red dragon right here. He is pretty dang cool. The next collection I have is movies. I have a bunch of DVDs. My absolute favorite movie is called She Is the Man. But here are some of my other favorites. We have The Phantom Menace. I love Star Wars. Dodgeball, one of my favorites. And then underrated pick, I love The Pacifier with Vin Diesel. I was raised on these movies. I smell like plastic. I don't know if you'd call this a collection, it's more of a fandom. But The Walking Dead. When I was very little, I went to Comic-Con and dressed up as Coral, and he signed a picture of himself. And I had a crush on none other than Mika from The Walking Dead. I'll throw up a picture on the screen so you guys can see. My parents joked about getting this framed. Yeah, big fan of The Walking Dead. Alright, that's everything. Thank you for having me. Hey everybody, before we get into my collections, I just want to take a moment and remind you to subscribe to all of these creators and make sure you let them know how much you enjoyed their collections in the comments. If you don't know what Pogs are, they were super popular when I was in like 5th and 6th grades. These are some official Pog branded Pogs. They actually had competitions for Pog back in the day. I hope this is focusing okay, but these are some more vintage Pogs. For whatever reason, Skulls and 8-Balls and Yin Yangs were really popular to put on Pogs. This is a combination of my childhood Pogs and Mrs. Rynsey childhood Pogs. We got a lot of Power Rangers here. I used to love my Marvel Comics Pogs as well. I actually bought Mrs. Rynsey a Pog maker from the 1990s. I'm not sure where she put it, and in case you were wondering, this is an official Pog binder, and these sleeves are official Pog sleeves. Monster Party, TMNT the arcade game, DuckTales 2, Conflict, Bad Dudes, TMNT 1, one of the hardest games of all time, but I've made it to Shredder twice. SMB3, one of my favorites ever. Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt Combo, Jaws, The Legend of Zelda Gold Cartridge, Shooting Range, The Adventures of Bayou Billy, the official Nintendo sleeve. I wish I had more of these. They're rare. The original Game Genie. Oh, by the way, you know your partner's a keeper when they own an original 1986 Nintendo Entertainment System in the box. Mario Paint, Mario Kart, Star Fox, Super Mario World, one of my favorites. Mega Man X, another classic. Very dusty Killer Instinct black cartridge. The Ocarina of Time original soundtrack. And this Legend of Zelda promo disc from Best Buy that I hear is pretty valuable. One of my favorite games ever is Soul Calibur 2, and in this one you can fight as Link. And one of my favorite PS1 games is Chrono Cross. Oh, I forgot my Game Gear with columns stuck inside, and the Game Gear magnifying screen. So I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time on these because I've just kind of been collecting these my entire life whenever I see them out somewhere. A lot of Baltimore themed koozies, a lot of Baltimore Orioles themed koozies. I'm gonna cover up the letter on that word right there, but again, I just have a bunch of koozies that I've collected over the years. And then one more very special koozie. This is the one Mrs. Rynsey and I had made as party favors for our wedding. T&J. Mrs. Rynsey's first initial is T. Very nice. Turned out really well. People loved them. I used to have a pretty big CD and record collection, but I sold a lot of them when I moved because I didn't want to pack them up. Newfound Glory is one of my favorite bands, and the 7-inch rules. Peace sells, but who's buying? So Far So Good, So What? And Rust in Peace. The holy trilogy of Megadeth albums. I found this at a yard sale for like 50 cents, but it's not the original pressing, so it's not worth that much. Modern Life is War, Midnight in America. I haven't listened to this album in a while, but the artwork is crazy. It's cool looking vinyl too. We got a little Wilson Phillips. I bought this for €3 in the UK. Hold on for one more day. This Batman record is from 1975. I found it at a thrift store, but the case is all busted and chewed up. I got this one at a yard sale. It's a Smurf and Sing song. I mean, y'all think I look like Papa Smurf anyway. We have a lot more stuff in the ferret's room, so this is a voiceover from here on out. So these are some shelves of collectibles I have. We have some Dunnies and Simpsons Futurama, sealed Jurassic Park. We have South Park Bob Ross, some Mario collectibles, Pac-Man, Bronze Horse, that's an old baseball glove. I have some Ravens bobbleheads here, followed by some Orioles bobbleheads. That's the Orioles owner in the background. Nick Markakis is one of my favorite baseball players ever. Coming up top, we have some of my wife's stuffed animals from her childhood. That's Om from Cut the Rope. We have a little piece of bacon back there, another Orioles signed helmet. Up top we have an old McDonald's tin lunchbox, some old bullies, a vintage Godzilla doll, and some signed baseballs. And this is Jupiter. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the collab.
Hello everyone. My name is Dickie, and today I'm going to show you my CD collection. I adore collecting music, as you can see behind me. I have a huge cassette collection, vinyl collection, and as well as CDs. So I'm going to overlay some clips now of what my collection currently looks like, and then we're going to get into showing you some of my favorite CDs, okay? Okay, so we are starting off strong with Dinosaur Jr. Feel the pain, feel the pain, feel the pain, feel the pain. My favorite album from them is probably You're Living All Over Me, feel the pain, but Feel the Pain is a really fun song, little single. I am a huge fan of T-Rex with Mark Bolan. I also really like early Tyrannosaurus Rex stuff, so I have a couple of their albums on vinyl as well. I'm going pretty fast just because I want to show you guys as much as possible. I have the soundtrack to Mulholland Drive by David Lynch. He is one of my favorite film directors. I started watching Twin Peaks when I was 8 years old. Angelo Badalamenti really popped it off with this one. Alright, next we have Pink Floyd, The Wall. Pink Floyd is my dad's favorite band. I remember watching the movie The Wall when I was younger and being so scared that I was going to be put into the meat grinder. I also have a couple of Sid Barrett albums as well. Sid Barrett. Now, I would like to show you guys something very special. This is the Smashing Pumpkins, The Airplane Flies High box set with 5 CDs in it. The Smashing Pumpkins were my very first band when I was 12 that I got into myself. I found the Melancholy Infinite Sadness album on CD in a thrift store. I just thought the cover was so beautiful and I bought it. And this is a really sort of rare box set that's an extended singles version from that album, Melancholy Infinite Sadness, plus other sort of rarities and covers, B-sides, things like that. And you guys may be asking yourself, DidoASMR for asking me to be in this collab. Sending lots of love to you all. And I look forward to seeing what everyone else is collecting.
Hi, thank you so much, Rynsey, for inviting me to this video. So, I am going to show my guitars / basses. I used to have a lot more, but I've scaled down throughout the years. So let's get started. So first we have my baby that I use, my electric most of the time. This is a Fender Mexi Strat. Very cool Stratocaster. Love this guitar, I use it a lot, But yeah, then I have my Epiphone. I think it's a Thunderbird. I can't remember the specific name, but I've had this bass for a long time. It is my go-to bass for recording. Now I have my Taylor acoustic guitar. I use this guitar probably the most. This is probably the guitar that I will play the most. I also use it for recording as well, same with the Strat as well. So those are kind of the three that I use to record a lot. This is my newest addition. It is my 5-string bass. It is a Sterling. Very cool. I wanted a 5-string bass. I honestly need to play this one more. Now I have my Hulk guitar. I don't think they make this anymore. It's a PV. It's pretty cool. I don't know, it doesn't sound too great, but it looks cool. I keep it just because it looks cool. This was my first ever guitar. It's a Lion. It doesn't sound great or play great, but I had to keep my first ever guitar, so yeah. I also have my banjo that I used to play a little bit. I don't know how to play this thing anymore, but it is a really cool addition. I also have a bunch of other instruments, but I'm just gonna show these ones for now because the rest of them I don't really play super often and they're in my closet. So yeah. Thank you again to Rynsey for asking me to be a part of this video. Please make sure to subscribe to him. Also check me out if you want to. Okay, love you guys. See ya. Welcome. Shout out to Rynsey for putting this together. I think this is an incredible idea. I was gonna talk about my tattoos a little bit, collecting tattoos, but that's gonna be too much for like 2 to 3 minutes. I can't go through all of that. So instead, I don't really collect a lot of stuff. I don't really collect a lot of stuff, but this I guess could be a collectible. Now this isn't mine. This is a different story, but I have this. So if you guys know what this is, let me know. I kind of know what it is. People have told me this, but I did not know what this was originally. But there are dice. There is dice on the inside of this little guy, this little mouth or whatever that is. Whatever that is. Now, basically, I found this when I moved into this house. I was in the basement, and I went into the basement, like closet area where my hot water tank is, and furnace and all that stuff. And this was lying on the floor by itself. That was it. That was all that was in there was this. And I didn't know if I was coming across like the lament configuration or some type of haunting in the house or whatever. I don't know. So I was kind of creeped out a little bit by it. And then I posted it on my Instagram, and somebody said that this was Dungeons and Dragons. I think Dungeons and Dragons
he's a very like powerful character. Someone made a meme of him from a specific cutscene and removed his hair, so like he's bald. I like to use this when I'm just being sarcastic, or if I'm hyping someone up, or just to make someone laugh. Like, this meme is pure gold in my opinion. This next meme is from Tom and Jerry, and he's sitting in a chair reading a newspaper, but in the background you see a mischievous face that he's making. I like using this meme a lot because at first I'll be dumbfounded, and then next I put the eyebrows in like I'm focused, I'm locked in. I like to use this if me and my friend are planning something like diabolical, or if I hear some diabolical tea. Like, I like to use this meme for that. This is definitely like a hardcore meme. This is like a hardcore meme. Definitely top 5. And for my last meme, there's this meme from the Bearstein Bears. If you know, you know. I'm truly showing my age here. The Bearstein Bears was like a staple when it came to kids' books. But anyway, there's this picture of, I think this is the brother and sister bear. And the brother is leaning back with this raised eyebrow and this mischievous face and evil smile. This is like a #1 meme for me. Like, this is essential. Like if I could carry all my memes in my wallet or in my purse, this would be in here 24/7. Like, this meme is so essential because it's so multi-useful. You can be sarcastic, you can be mean, you can be flirtatious. Like, you can do a whole bunch of stuff with this meme. So it's like a top 5 for me, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one, my loves.
What's up, everyone, and thank you to Rynsey for having me today. Now, to show off my part, I have these Supernatural, that's a TV series, props. So I have, if you're familiar, the Impala, which has all of the supernatural stuff in the trunk. The doors also open. Now, this was not alone. It also has the original license plate from the TV series. Now, we also have a figurine of Dean, who's one of the main characters in the show. Now, he is very small, so it doesn't make too much sound. But the last one will, which is the Supernatural Season 1 DVD collection. And this is a kind of classic tapping on a disc case that I do on my channel, if any of you guys are familiar with it. I definitely recommend watching this show if you guys haven't already. It's about 15 seasons long and is awesome. Well, special thanks to my boy Rynsey for including me in this collaboration. I really appreciate it, man. It is a pleasure, as always, to be on your channel. And guys, if you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe to Rynsey's ASMR. He's awesome. Alright, bye.
Hey everyone, what's up? Rynsey, ASMRNerdHerd here, and I'm gonna show a little of my collection in this short clip. I don't think I've showed everyone or anyone what I have underneath behind me, so I think it'll be pretty cool. Well, right here, let's see. Well, obviously we got our Demon Slayer. We got our Demon Slayer up here. We got Mario chilling, Sonic chilling. We got a little Pikachu right there. Actually, that's a little Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z mashup right there. He's so cute. Alright, let's see. Hold on. Let me bring you guys down here. We're on the floor level. Okay, so behind me, we got some 151 set. I haven't opened it up actually. It's in a protective case. We also have solo leveling manga. Let's see if I can. Hold on a second, guys. Let me see. There you go. There's a little solo leveling tribute, as well as Chainsaw Man. And hold on a second. Here we go. I have the volume 1 box set 1 of One Piece. So we're talking the first issued sets of One Piece, all the way from volume 1 to volume 23. Yeah, I'm a nerd. Let's see, on this side, we got a little Demon Slayer fairy tale One Piece collection. Some cards that I've opened up, some Dragon Ball Z from FB04. I don't know if you guys are into that kind of stuff. But yeah, let's see if we can get a little closer. That's Happy. I actually want a tattoo of Happy and Natsu. What do you guys think of a tattoo of Happy and Natsu? Like, I'm thinking of having it like right there, like from chest to arm. And a little One Piece over there too. I love it. And yeah, I don't know what that's doing there. Maybe like Attack on Titan wannabe. And yeah, I think that's it. I'm currently sitting on a Secret Labs Batman chair gaming seat. So just to add a little touch to the, oh, it's so bright. Just a little touch to the, look at my hair. You can tell I'm at work. I'm on a little break. I'm doing this as quick as I can. But I'll see you later, guys. ASMRNerdHerd.